everyone, CMeeCraft here, and welcome to another Civilization 5 Let's Play. Real quickly, if you're here and you have watched the previous Let's Play, I'm sorry that did not get completely completed, but standard game pace when you're having to wait for that many AIs to take their turns is an absolute nightmare. I just couldn't keep it up. But we're back with more Civilization 5 goodness. This time we're playing on a small map. We're going to be playing, do I play Pangea? I'm actually thinking we'll play, what's a Bering Strait? It's Bering Strait and that's routing. Oh, that. Alright. I'm thinking we'll play continents. There we go. So it's gonna be continents, small world, Prince, difficulty, quick game pace. Thankfully, this stuff here, but the big thing, so we're playing Egypt, and we are doing a one city challenge. Now, I've actually done this before, not on a video, but we'll see how this goes. All victory conditions are on, of course, but realistically, we probably only have science and maybe diplomatic in the cards for us. Just because one city, I'll explain. Anyways, Egypt, one city challenge, let's go.
We greet thee, O great Ramses, Pharaoh of Egypt, who causes the sun to rise and the Nile to flow, and who blesses his fortunate people with all the good things of life. O great Lord, from time immemorial your people lived on the banks of the Nile River, where they brought writing to the world, advanced mathematics, sculpture, and architecture. Thousands of years ago, they created the great monuments which still stand tall and proud. O Ramses, for uncounted years your people have endured as other petty nations around them have risen and then fallen into dust. They look to you to lead them once more into greatness. Can you honor the gods and bring Egypt back to a rightful place at the very center of the world? Can you build a civilization that will stand the test of time?
Well then, we'll just see about that. So our abilities, we have monument builders, plus 20% production towards wonder construction. And war chariots, which, I think they're war chariots. Not too excited about them, but burial tombs, which will give us happiness and faith. I think they replace, like, temples or something. And, people get gold if they take our city. Anyways. So. Now then, as a one city challenge, our city start location is going to be very important. So from here we could tell we do have, if we settle our city right here, we do have mountains in range. It's where we could potentially build an observatory. There's deserts up to the north by the looks of things. So, I'm thinking, then we have tundra to the south. I'd say we just stay where we are. And this is actually a pretty decent place for a city. So there we go. We founded Thebes, our one and only city. Now, I mean, theoretically, we probably could, or even perhaps should, have explored a bit more before founding our city. But it would really have taken too long to explore everything that you would want to explore to find a city. So, yeah. And so we're going for the monument first, because, well, that's generally what I do, personally. And we're going to want to be getting these tradition policies as quickly as possible, because they're going to be helping us. We're going to, get more culture and stuff. So yeah, these tradition policies are going to be very important for the early growth of our city. As far as technology goes, what do we have around us? We have stone, which will give us more production if we can work it, but that'll be a quarry. Incense and truffles. So yeah, we have a lot of directions we could go. Potentially. And of course there's also the usual options of perhaps rushing the Great Library, which may be what we do. Perhaps. I think that's what we will do, because we need to get our technology rolling, we need to get a bunch of that going. We need to get our granary, of course, and ideally I'd like to try to found a religion as well. But, and with regards to all the tile improvements, we're going to need workers for that, which really might not come into play for us for a little while yet. So we'll be going for pottery towards writing. You never want to fall behind in science, so even if we don't rush the Great Library specifically, we do want to be heading towards science. So we want to explore the surrounding region. Okay. I have to say, I'm quite curious as to the desert tiles around here. But as far as our city location, so we're near a lot of hills, which that is good, because we are going to be getting, we have the potential to get a lot of production out of those. Now, of course, the issue with being surrounded by this many hills is hills aren't great for food. But we do have some grassland adjacent to a river, which could definitely improve that. Okay, good. We've gotten some gold from this wonderful mercantile civilization. Although I'm not really liking the fact that we've got the tundra around a bit. Because tundra is pretty much useless. Oh my goodness, we have marble, guys. Oh. You done? Okay, we are near Attila the Hun. Yikes. Of course, the Huns are known for their early game aggression, which could be troublesome for us. Quite troublesome.
Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it, what makest thou?
Okay, cool. Now then. So, new production. This is a tough decision, actually. Because if we want to rush the Great Library, we go for the granary, for sure. Because that'll increase our population, which should ideally get us some more production soon. But if we do that, if we don't get the shrine, like, immediately, then chances are we don't have a chance at founding a religion. And I think I'm prepared to make that sacrifice, and realistically, having a religion with this one city, it's very important that we develop it properly. I'd say probably more so than the importance of having a religion. So we're going to go for the granary. Again, we're probably going to be gunning for a science victory, which means we need to pick up every scientific wonder we can get our hands on. Not to mention the fact that if we run across a religious city-state... Oh, good, a natural wonder that we're never going to have in our borders. Okay. Or potentially we could get faith from exploring ruins. That could get us our pantheon. Potentially. Okay, we have culture, which is great. Which means we'll be able to be getting policies now. I think next turn we'll start to get a policy. And so one nice thing about our location here is we are not a coastal civilization, which is nice, which means because we aren't going to have to worry about building up a navy at all, really. Well, we can't even build up a navy if we wanted to, which that will allow us to focus all our military efforts on an army. So that could be very good for us. Because, again, we are playing a one-city challenge. Which means all of our military production is going to come from Thebes. All of it. And I'm now realizing that I don't actually think that marble is really going... We're not going to access that marble well to be relevant, unfortunately. Good, we got more population. That is amazing. Good. Okay. So. And we're already on a new policy, which is great. Now then. I think we get the wonder production, because if we're planning on rushing the Great Library, this is what we want to get that as quickly as possible. So now we have the Egypt bonus, and we have the tradition bonus, which means we should have a huge advantage when we go to build any wonders. And so far, I think this is a pretty good beginning. We're getting a good amount of ruins, and they're getting us pretty good stuff. Okay, never mind. We just got a map. But, aside from that one map, the ruins have been treating us quite well. We also haven't been attacked by barbarians yet. Well, majorly. Our city isn't, like, under siege of barbarians, which, if there's one way to, like, kill your one city challenge run...
He who destroys a good book kills reason itself.
Good to know. Yeah, but anyways, if there's one way to, like, completely destroy your one city challenge, it would probably be by getting completely attacked and sieged by barbarians early on. Now then. What do we want to go for? Calendar could make sense, because we could go for the stoneworks. Although, we do want to start getting the technologies. The hanging gardens are going to be essential for us. Like, +6 food just from having that wonder is huge. So I think we want to go start making our way towards mathematics as quickly as possible. And unfortunately, that isn't actually going to get us any of the things for our luxuries, but hopefully we can go without them for a little while. Because we really do want to get the hanging gardens. There's some key wonders in the beginning that we definitely want to get. One of them is, of course, the Great Library, and then another one would be the Hanging Gardens. Oh, gold. Good. Now, we have gold. I want to check something. We don't really have enough gold to purchase... We almost have enough gold to purchase a warrior. Which, that's important, because we may need to do that in a cinch, you know. And so I think we go for Great Library here. Our entire opening thus far has been to rush the Great Library, so I think that's what we do. And so that'll take us 14 turns to build, which isn't too bad. I think, like, we're building this as quickly as we pretty much possibly can. And we're the most well-fed people. That is very encouraging, because that means likely we have... Well, actually, we could just look at the demographics. Yeah, we have the largest population, which is great. We are sixth in we're third in manufactured goods, which is a bit concerning. Hopefully no one else is going for the Great Library, but also we have Egypt's bonuses towards building wonders, and we have the tradition bonus for building wonders, so hopefully that can make up for the fact that our production isn't...
Thou shalt not muzzle the ox when he treadeth out the corn.
Our production isn't as good. Now, one thing we may consider is going to a production focus. It would cause stagnation amongst the population, but we definitely want to get this great library. And then also, the sooner we get this great library built, the sooner we can get a worker being built to start producing farms and stuff. So I think that ultimately production focus is going to be a huge boon for us. And so we're just going to continue down this tradition tree. We're probably going to finish it as best and quickly as we can. Oh, good, we found Jerusalem. We got 8 faith. Nice. Which is just shy of what we need to get a pantheon, which is quite unfortunate. I would have liked to be able to get that pantheon and then have everything be fine. Now, we have barbarians. Luckily for us, though, these barbarians probably aren't going to affect us too much, considering the fact that we don't have any improvements for them to destroy thus far. So yeah, we're going to deal with them quite quickly, although we probably do want to get our warriors coming home soon. I'm going to explore just a bit more, see if there are any more ruins in our immediate vicinity, but if not, I think we really need to send the warrior back home to defend. Although,
The haft of the arrow had been feathered with one of the eagle's own plumes. We often give our enemies the means of our own destruction.
The Temple of Artemis is not a bad wonder, I have to say. Like, I think that... I'm not, like, super desperate of, oh my gosh, I need to rush the Temple of Artemis, but I certainly wouldn't mind picking that up. 10% more growth. Look, we have one city. We need as huge a population as we can get within that city. So I think the Temple of Artemis makes sense for our situation. And I would certainly, definitely consider getting it, for sure. If it's not too out of the way for us. I think we gotta give this guy a drill, just because of all the hills around our city. Now, I could have gone with shock to give it just the immediate benefit of... Oh, is that the Huns? Oh, nope. Okay, we have met the Iroquois. Cool.